We continue with exercise 9.1. Second question. Write 4 more rational numbers in each of the following patterns. We have to write 4 more rational numbers. Negative 3 by 5, negative 6 by 10, negative 9 by 15, negative 12 by 20. So which are the other 4 rational numbers? Then look at that. Take the first one. Is there any relation between the first one and the second one? So negative 3 by 5 into, now look at that, negative 3 into 2 is negative 6. So we can multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So we will get negative 6 by 10. Then the third one, rational number, negative 3 by 5, negative 3 into 3, negative 9. So 5 into 3, 15. So negative 3 by 5, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. So we will get negative 9 by 15. So the first and the third one. Again, the first and the fourth one, is there any relation? Now look at that. Negative 3 by 5. So when you multiply with the 4, we will get it as a negative 12 by 20. So what did we understand from this? So the first one, when we multiply with the 2, we will get the second rational number. When we multiply with the 3, we got the third rational number. When we multiply with the 4, we got the fourth rational number. So what we have to do? So if you want to get the next rational number, we have to multiply negative 3 by 5, both numerator and denominator by 5. Therefore, negative 3 by 5 into 5, get it as negative 15 by 25. So we can write it as a negative 15 by 25. So we multiplied with the 5. Then negative 3 by 5, we have to multiply with the 6. We will get it as a negative 18 by 30. So the next rational number is negative 18 by 30. Then negative 3 by 5 into 7, both numerator and denominator by 7, negative 21 by 35. So the next one, negative 21 by 35. Again, negative 3 by 5 into 8. So we will get it as negative 24 by 40. So the next rational number is negative 24 by 40. See, got the 4 rational numbers in the pattern. Now next, negative 1 by 4, negative 2 by 8, negative 3 by 12. 3 rational numbers are given. You have to find out 4 more rational numbers. Now look at that. Is there any relation between the first rational number and the second rational number? Negative 1 into 2, we will get a negative 2. Okay. So 4 into 2, we will get as a 8. So we understood that negative 1 by 4. So if you multiply both by 2, we will get negative 2 by 8. Then if you take negative 1 by 4, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by 3, we will get it as a negative 3 by 12. So we understood that now to get the next 4 rational numbers, here we multiplied with 2, here also we multiplied with 3. Now next we want to multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. So equal to negative 4 by 16. So negative 4 by 16. Again, negative 1 by 4 into 5. So we get it as a negative 5 by 20. So the next rational number is a negative 5 by 20. Again, negative 1 by 4 into 6. So we get it as negative 6 by 24. So the next rational number is negative 6 by 24. Now we need one more. So we have to multiply negative 1 by 4, both numerator and denominator with a 7. So we will get it as a negative 7 by 28. So we can write negative 7 by 28. So we got 4 more rational numbers. So find out the relation between the first and the second. and the first and the third. Then arrive at a conclusion that we have to multiply with the which integer. Now give 4 more rational numbers equivalent to. Second question, 5 by negative 3. We have to find out 4 more rational numbers equivalent to. How will you find out equivalent to rational numbers? You have to multiply the given rational number with a non-zero integer. Both numerator and denominator by a non-zero integer. Here the number is given as a 5 by negative 3. So make the denominator as positive. Make the denominator as positive. How can you make it as positive? 5 by negative 3. So you have to multiply both numerator and denominator by negative 1. So we can write it as negative 5 by 3. Okay, so make the denominator as a positive. Therefore, the equivalent rational numbers. So first negative 5 by 3 we can multiply with 2. So you will get negative 10 by 6. One rational number, equivalent rational number. Then if you multiply both numerator and denominator by 3, you will get it as negative 15 by 9. Then if you multiply negative 5 by 3 with 4, you can multiply with any non-zero integer. Negative 20 by 12. Then negative 5 by 3. If you multiply with 5, you will get it as negative 25 by 15. So which are the 4 equivalent rational numbers? Negative 5 by 3, then negative 15 by 9, negative 20 by 12 and negative 25 by 15. So we got 4 rational numbers equivalent to the given rational number 5 by negative 3. Now next question. The points P, Q, R, S, T, U, A and B on the number line such that TR equal to RS equal to SU and AP equal to PQ equal to QB. Name the rational numbers represented by P, Q, R and S. The points P, Q, R, S, T, U, A and B on the number line. So you can see the points. Now such that TR equal to RS equal to SU, TR. So this part TR is equal to RS, the second part which is equal to SU. So what is the meaning of that? These parts are equal. Okay. How many equal parts are there? 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. 3 equal parts. Then again, next one. AP equal to PQ equal to QB. AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. Here also we have 3 parts and those 3 parts are equal. Now we have to find out the rational number represented by the points P, Q and RS. So which are the rational numbers represented by the points P, Q, R and S. So how can you find out? So here you can see that the distance between 2 and 3. Okay, the distance between 2 and 3 is divided into how many equal parts? 3 equal parts. We have already learned how to represent the rational numbers on the number line. Okay, so we have to mark points at equal distances depending upon the denominator. Okay, so here we have 3 equal parts. So what is the meaning of that? So the distance between 2 consecutive integers, they are divided into how many equal parts? 3 equal parts. So the distance between 0 and 1 we can divide it into 3 equal parts. So 1, 2. So we got 3 equal parts. Again 1, 2. We got 3 equal parts. Now go to the other side also, left side also. We have to get 3 equal parts. First part, second part, third part. Again first part, second part, third part. So if the distance between 0 and 1 is divided into 3 equal parts, so what is the rational number represented by the first part? So what is the rational number represented by the first part? There are 3 equal parts. This is the first part. So we can take it as a 1 by 3. We have 3 equal parts and this is the first part. Therefore, the corresponding rational number is which one? 1 by 3. Then second one 2 by 3. So 1 we can take it as what? 3 by 3. So what is 3 by 3? 3 by 3 is equal to 1. So what about the other part then? If it is 3 by 3, the next one is a 4 by 3. The next point represents a 5 by 3. Then 2 we can represent it by 6 by 3. What is 6 by 3? 6 by 3 is a 2. Then again 6 by 3. Then the next is a 7 by 3 and 8 by 3. And what is meant by 3? 3 is a 9 by 3. What is 9 by 3? 9 by 3 is a 3 itself. Therefore, the point P represents the rational number 7 by 3 and the point Q represents the rational number 8 by 3. So all these are positive rational numbers. Now come to the left side. We have a negative rationals. So here also we have 3 equal parts. So the first part we can take it as negative 1 by 3, negative 2 by 3. So negative 1 means it is a negative 3 by 3. Again negative 4 by 3, negative 5 by 3. So 2 we can take it as negative 6 by 3. Therefore, the point R represents negative 4 by 3 and S represents negative 5 by 3. So we can write as the point P represents which one? 7 by 3 and Q represents 8 by 3. P represents 7 by 3 and Q represents 8 by 3. And when we come to the left side, we have to find out R and S. So the point R represents negative 4 by 3 and the point S represents negative 5 by 3. Now homework, exercise 9.1, question number 2, third one and fourth one, and question number 3, first and third one. So that's all for today's class. Thank you.